to another video of Kuroji Gaming. Please give me that thumbs up and subscribe if you're liking my videos. Alright, last night I finished around 3. So it was kind of late. I was pretty tired. Last episode, I think last video, I did a little bit of the electrical. I did the switch, the toggle switch, and I don't remember what else. I don't know. I had already mounted the methanol pump, but now I'm gonna show you guys how I did the rest. I did all the electrical. The electrical's done. I just gotta screw in a few wires, and that's pretty much it, and put everything back, all the panels. But I left it apart, that way I could show you guys what I did and how I did it. I didn't notice last night, but this thing, it says do not connect more than 3 amps total. So I already cut this off, and it's got that 3 amp fuse inside here, so I'm hoping that the wires can handle more than 3 amps. If not, I'm gonna have to get the bus and cut off the whole, all the little wire that was connected to the bus, and connect some thicker wire that should be able to handle it. But I'm gonna give it a try and see if it just does it. If not, then no biggie. All right. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys what I've gotten done so far. This one, the red one, it's got to go to power, so I hooked it up to, this is gonna go to the toggle switch, so that when I flip the toggle switch, it turns the module on. And as far as the green one goes, this is the one that goes to the pump. I didn't have any more green wire. Actually, I don't have any. All I got's this stuff right here. So I just used the blue one and ran it all the way back to the pump, and I'll show you guys. Okay, so I put my pump right here. It's right between it's right on the side of the bed, right kind of close to the tire. But anyways, it's got rubber garments. I used rubber garments, and wherever I could, I used those quick splices. I just taped it up, and then I used the heat gun so that I could shrink it a little bit. So where I had to use the quick splices, I used the quick splice, and then whatever I could. Let's see, here's another quick splice right here, and I just ran it down the side of the bed all the way. And then I actually got some shrink wrap, so I used where I had to use where I could just connect 2 wires to hook them up together. I did that, and I just ran it all the way down to here, which I think that's the parking brake. So I ran it through there, and you have to take that little side piece off, the one that goes right here. See? And then it came out through here, and then I just ran it up the side, came out through there, and then I ran them up. All right. As far as my pump goes, man, I had barely enough solder. I ran out. Man, thank God. But anyways, this one, I guess you hook one of them to ground. So 2 of these are, the solenoid has to go to ground as well. So I hooked them up both together here, and then I ran them down to the ground. And then this one goes to the little light, this little light, the indicator light. So I haven't ran any of the hoses yet, so I have it set up so that I can run the hose through here. And as far as these go, I just used some regular screws that I had around here. But behind the screws, so on the other side of this plastic piece that goes to the tank, behind it there's actually a rubber garment as well, so to protect it from the, and this is the washers I used right there, and then this is the, oh actually this is the rubber washer that I used at behind, and then I used these to go up right here so that the screws can hold it, and it's pretty sturdy, so I'm happy with it. But yeah, you're gonna need shrink wrap, a heat gun, definitely a soldering gun. Alrighty. Alright, let me get inside. Okay, so that indicator one that I got, I ran it through the bottom down here and then came up through here, and it hooks up to the white one. And then I just drilled a little small hole, see it right there, and it's gonna be right next to my fuel gauge. So I know so when my tank is running low, the little indicator light is gonna be right next to it, so I'm gonna know it's almost empty. So I figured it'd be a good spot so I know if, you know, when it's low. The red one, you just run down, and then I just have it hanging here. And this is the one that I'm gonna connect to the bus, which is right there. So I'm gonna connect it to a positive. This one is the one that's from the module. So this is what's gonna give power to the module. So the whole bus is connected to this anyways. So as soon as the key turns on, I turn this switch on, my whole system should turn on, including this and the little indicator lights, and let's see, and over here it's going to be my indicator to notify me that the whole system is actually flowing, that the methanol is being sprayed. And I used shrink wrap, and then I just taped around it. You just got to hook up one to ground, and then the other one goes to where does the other one go to? It goes to the here, let me show you on the paper. Right here. See, one goes to ground. So my ground one's right here. So that ground, so the ground one just goes right up there to that little indicator, and then the other one goes to, and I put it exactly how it shows. Since I used a solenoid, I did it this way. I hooked it up straight to right behind the pump red, which from the module it comes out green, and then it turns to red for the out of the pump, and then the pump just has the regular red and black. So the black you just hook up to a ground. The solenoid I hooked up in front just like it shows. So one of them goes to the ground, and then the other one goes to the green wire. So that's what I did, exactly how it shows, because I'm going to be running my if you're going to run the tank in the back, you have to have the solenoid. It actually tells you if you run nozzle, or if the nozzles be below, if the reservoir is above the nozzle, then you also have to run it like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So you have to take this panel off, which has got these little clips right here, and it's actually got some screws. So you've got one right there. This thing's only being held on by a little tab right here. I just put it there so we can hold it for a second. But yeah, this tab. So I'm gonna clip everything back on. or I'm sorry, this got a screw there and a screw there. Where else has it got a screw there, and 2 screws on this side, one right here and one right here. So you have to take off the front panel and then the bottom panel to get to these to get the other piece that's on top of the gauge that comes up here, basically covers this. So it's kind of like a puzzle. You take one piece at a time, and then yeah, you do all that. I just had to use my drill and drill a hole with my little indicator light. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple. It just takes a lot of wire. A lot of wire, a lot of soldering, and patience. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Let me show you how I hooked up the ground. Okay, so my pump is right there, and I just drilled a hole underneath, and that's the ground that I use for my pump, and the ground that I use for the solenoid. The solenoid, that's the wire for the solenoid that goes up top. So yeah, the pump's only got 2 wires, the red and black. And this one is the which one did I hook up first? Anyways, I did it just like the chart shows. One of them's in front of the other. One of them's an indicator light, and the other one's the solenoid. So however the chart showed it is exactly how I hooked it up, even though they both go to the same wire. I think this is the solenoid and this is the indicator. I think that's how it was. Anyways, it's just the way it shows on the chart. And you're gonna have to drill holes because these holes weren't there. So then pretty much I'm just gonna run the line down through here. This is my input, and then it's gonna run out. And there's already a hole right there that I'm gonna run the line out through, and then go down that, and then run it all the way to the front. And I'll show you guys how I do that, because I gotta do that next. I gotta get through it. It's already getting late. I gotta finish this today. Yeah, that's pretty much it. My bus is already hooked up. All my electrical stuff is. I just gotta hook up these 3 wires, which is the module, my indicator light for my module, and this ground. Where's this go to? Actually, that's not for the indicator light, for the module. This one's the one from the indicator of the low fluid. That's what it is. So this one's low fluid. And then the ground is actually over here for my actual indicator light that's over here. Alright, I think that's pretty much it. I don't think I need to explain anything else. Well, I'm gonna get to it. Give me that thumbs up. Let me know how I'm doing. See you guys later.